Alright, so here I got a battle against a guy from the smogon Wi-Fi battle finder thing, and I'm using a team that was given to me by Roscoe1337. So shout outs to him for giving me teams, and yeah, this team's pretty old. It was made for the metagame right after Excadrill got banned, so yeah, kind of old. The other guy's using a pretty non-standard team, but he does seem to have checks and counters to nearly every single one of my Pokemon, so it should make for an interesting battle. So on his side of the team, I'm kind of worried about the Salamence since I do have Scarf Rotom with HP Ice. However, it's not going to be able to outspeed a +1 Salamence, and it's going to get 1-hit KO'd by the Outrage. And I do have Skarmory, but Salamence commonly carries Fire Blast to kill Skarmory and Fortresses. And he's also got a MAGNEZONE, which should easily be able to trap not only my Skarmory, but my Scizor as well. Which kind of sucks since I'm going to have to rely on Skarmory to take hits from the Landorus, as well as his Mienshao. And Scizor is kind of looking like it could sweep his team. It's really going to be helpful with that Celebi and the Mienshao and the Landorus. But like I said, the MAGNEZONE kind of is going to get annoying. So I decided to lead off with Rotom because Scarfer, and I always do that. And he leads off with his own Scarfer, which is going to be Landorus. So I'm pretty sure he's going to go out to Celebi, but I just don't like to predict early on in the game. So I went straight for the Hydro Pump, and it does absolutely nothing. So I'm pretty sure that's a fully specially defensive oriented Celebi. So I'm going to go into my Latias expecting the Leech Seed or maybe the Grass move. But he goes for the Thunder Wave, so this tells me he definitely doesn't have the HP Fire. And I'm going to go into my Scizor to scare him out with the possible Bug move. But I do know he has a MAGNEZONE, and the Bug move is fairly obvious. So I'm going to go into my my Terrakion, just predicting the MAGNEZONE to come in. But he predicts that and goes to his Landorus. And since I am banded, he's going to be able to outspeed me. So I go into Rotom to dodge the Earthquake. He goes back into Celebi. I could trick it, but I really feel like I need the Choice Scarf still since I might need it to outspeed the Mienshao or whatever. So I go to Latias. He's going to U-turn. I really don't care because I know I can live one pretty easily. So he goes out to this Vaporeon, and I see no leftovers recovery. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be Specs, because Vaporeon does have a massive special attack stat. So I'm going to stay in here. He overpredicts and goes for the Hydro Pump, maybe predicting my Scizor to come in. But I went straight for the Recover, and I managed to get up a Calm Mind. So I predicted the substitute here. And since I don't have the HP Fire, I have Roar, which is what I went for. But I got Parahaxed, which, I don't know, it's kind of annoying. But doesn't matter since I'm able to roar him out this turn. And roar him out to his Landorus, which I kind of didn't want because the U-turn is getting kind of annoying. And he's going to go back out into his Vaporeon as I went for the Recover, knowing I should be able to live the U-turn again. And since he goes out to his Vaporeon, and last time he went for the Hydro Pump, I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Ice Beam this time. So I'm going to go into my Scizor to resist that. And to predict his MAGNEZONE yet again, I'm going to go for the Superpower. But he decides to make a safe play and goes out to his Landorus, not wanting to risk his MAGNEZONE. So yeah, this time I know the Stone Edge is probably going to come, or the U-turn. So I'm going to go into Terrakion, and he gets a crit, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever, it could be valuable information. So I'm going to go for the Stone Edge of my own. I probably should have went for the Close Combat, but then again, he does have the Celebi, which would have resisted it. So whatever, Stone Edge still did a fuck ton to the Mienshao. So he puts me in a position where I pretty much have to stay in and let my horse die, or I need to go to Skarmory and get that shit trapped. And I really felt like horse was a lot more valuable than Skarmory, so I decided to switch it in. Even though I thought he'd go for the U-turn, he actually made a regular switch, which kind of confused me. But in the end, my Skarmory still is going to get trapped no matter what. And he makes a bit of a misplay, goes for the sub, then he does other shit. I don't give a fuck, because I whirlwind him out, and then I managed to get up 2 layers of spikes, which is going to help me, kind of, because that was pretty much the best move I could do. Whirlwinding him out, which wasn't going to really do shit since, yeah. So now I'm free to bring in my horse, and I'm pretty sure he's going to, since he has been predicting me fairly well, I'm pretty sure he's going to go into his Salamence to resist the Close Combat and get the Intimidate off. So luckily the Stone Edge does manage to hit, but apparently he's running a bulky fucking Salamence. So the Salamence is able to live in the Stone Edge, which I was really upset about. because there's no way Salamence should be living a banded horse Stone Edge, but whatever. I'm gonna go into Tyranitar, get up Stuff Rock, I believe, and then Fire Blast away. He gets a special defense drop though, but judging by the damage he did, I should be able to live another one even after the special defense drop. So I'm gonna stay in here and hopefully finally get off to kill this fucking Magnezone with the Fire Blast. But unfortunately he gets a crit, which fucking blows, but whatever. I'm about to cry, that's how angry I am. So now I'm going to bring in Horse and go for the close combat, but he makes a good move, goes to his Salamence, knowing that it's pretty much useless at this point since I kind of fucked it up with Stone Edge. So he goes into Vaporeon, I guess thinking he'd be able to live a close combat, but he's obviously underestimating the power of a horse, so he gets destroyed by a close combat. And yeah, so now he's going to go out to the Landorus. Don't want to take a Earthquake, so I'm going to go into Rotom. And knowing his Celebi is going to come in here, I'm pretty sure he's going to go for either the Leech Seed or the Recover. Any case, the Trick is probably the best option I have right now. So I'm going to be able to trick him off, and luckily he does go for the Recover. So here, I've got another decision to make. Should I go for the HP Ice or the Hydro Pump? I was thinking he'd probably predict the HP Ice since it is fairly obvious, since I've already showed him the HP Ice. And I thought he'd go into Magnezone to resist the HP Ice, and then pivot switch into his Celebi again to resist the Hydro Pump, and then be able to use Leech Seed on me. But I actually went for the fucking Hydro Pump, and then, yeah, you guys saw what happened. Fucking missed, so I was super duper fucking upset, because that would have been a dead ass Landorus, because there's no way he was going to be able to live a Hydro Pump. So whatever, now I'm gonna have to let my laddie ass die for no fucking reason. But I'm gonna bring in my horse and gonna go for the close combat, because like I said, the Celebi is fully specially defensive oriented, so it's not gonna be taking close combats well at all. But since I did trick him the Choice Scarf, he's gonna be able to outspeed my horse and get off a Thunder Wave on it, which at this point of the game I'm not really too worried about, since his remaining Pokemon are gonna be able to outspeed my horse anyway, except his Magnezone. But whatever, he could have easily brought in his Mienshao or his Landorus to kill off my horse anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So now I'm going to go into Rotom, since I'm going to be able to outspeed his fucking, what's it called, Magnezone, and kill him off with the Hydro Pump. But he lets his Landorus die, and he's going to bring in his Mienshao. Fucking gas regenerator is going to keep him alive from all my entry hazards. And since I wasn't able to kill the Magnezone off the entire battle, my last poke is a scizor, but I still have a chance. I do run quite a bit of speed investment, enough to outspeed Special Defense Heatran. Unfortunately, he's probably running max speed, so I lose, as you could probably tell, because I'm pretty much about to cry during the whole narration, because that's how badly I want to win. Anyway, comment, rate, all that shit. I'm out.